And retired four-star General Jack Keane joins us now. General, your reaction to the message that Russia wants to send and what we should be reading into it.
Yeah, well, certainly Russia has enjoyed having a base in Cuba that they can come to sort of poke at the United States a little bit ever since Castro took over. And they have conducted this exercise routinely right up to COVID. Then they stopped it, and they're back doing it again. What we do is normally what we're doing here. We kind of monitor it. It's not a threat to us. I mean, Russia's not going to do anything with the weapon systems they have on those ships adversely to the United States. I mean, we have an armada of aircraft that is so close to them, they would be destroyed pretty rapidly. So it's symbolic, certainly. And we should not overreact to it.
Got it. So let's talk about what Ukraine got from us. We said that we are allowing them, the president said, well, I'm allowing Ukraine to hit inside Russia with ATACMS. What's the reality as you know it?
Yeah, well, what's happening here is that the administration is somewhat misrepresenting what's taking place. The reality on the ground is that ISW has done an analysis with the Ukrainian military, and what actually has taken place is, given the range of weapons we have, long-range ATACMS, the HIMARS weapon systems itself, the fact is that they have released some authorities to the Ukraine to use those weapon systems, but it only represents 16% of the full suite of capability that we have. So Russia has 84% of the sanctuary east of Ukraine, where they keep their air bases, where their logistic nodes are, and where their ground systems are, all within range of our long-range ATACMS, and they're not using any of those weapon systems, as the Ukrainians have already proven in Crimea, Brian, where they are systematically reducing Russian military capability in Crimea. It's not getting the visibility it deserves. The Ukrainians aren't advertising much about it either. But this is formidable restriction on the Ukrainians. And as a result of it, think of what's happened. Russia has moved its capability forward. It's contributed to the success that they've had around Kharkiv. They don't have to put forces there to protect these logistics nodes and bases, because they know it's a sanctuary and U.S. weapon systems are not going to be fired. The Ukrainians can use some drones, but they can't carry the explosives that sophisticated ATACMS can. And the reality is, it is a bona fide sanctuary for them. We've got to get it removed. The Ukrainians can inflict serious damage on the Russians here. It would give the Ukrainians an advantage when they begin to conduct their own offensive operations later in the year.
It's the half-assed support, the slow walking of weapons that characterizes the last 3.5 years in every conflict with this administration. Of course, the most egregious, the fallout from Afghanistan. General, thanks so much. And if you want the latest, go to the Institute of Study of War. They stay up with it like nobody else. All right, thanks, General. Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.